Before I actually start this video, I need you to listen to this. So, I'm recording this ahead of time. This is actually coming from the future. So, yeah. Um, you have to understand that letters, yeah, is just they're just arbitrary symbols. They don't actually mean anything in of themselves, yeah? If you're an Englishman and I show you Arabic, it doesn't mean anything. Conversely, if you're an Arab and I show you Korean, it doesn't mean anything. You're a Chinese person and I show you fucking, Czech or whatever. It doesn't mean anything. They're just scribbles, yeah? They don't hold any meaning, okay? But what they are is just like the hieroglyphs, yeah? Today I'm going to give you a little bit of a taster into hieroglyphs and higher levels of understanding. So you actually try and draw, yeah, or replicate reality into a simplified form onto a medium, yeah? That is the original starting point, yeah, if you like, the emergent point of letters, yeah, written communication, yeah. So I might want to draw a bed, yeah, and I know that a bed is this, it's like a horizontal line, two bits either side of it, yeah, two parallel lines or whatever. That's the bed. Now over time, those symbols, yeah, line, two parallel lines and a horizontal line, over time break down into letters, yeah. They break down to different things because those two parallel lines might be used to signify something else and so on and so forth. It breaks down and breaks down and breaks down and breaks down. It's a distillation and filtration process. Then we end up with like an easier way to kind of communicate with these symbols. Yeah. Then we end up with the letter B, E, and D. But don't you find it strange that the letters B, E, and D also look like a bed? Because the original point of bed was the hieroglyphic, two parallel lines and a horizontal line. Do you follow? There's also another phenomenon in not English speak, well, it's in most languages actually. It's in every language actually. In every language. I think it's called the Bouba-Kiki effect or the Bouba-Kiki effect, where essentially a sound, again, we are trying to describe reality. Yeah. So I might see something. Yeah. So I have to describe it as it is. And over time it breaks down and it becomes a word. Yeah. So let's use the act of like something dropping. Yeah. Or falling. Yeah. The very word drop sounds like a drop, like something's actually dropped. Yeah. The sound of the word captures, or if it appears to us that it captures the essence of falling. Same way if when I say cut feels like an incision. Yeah. Even the word incision feels like an incision. It goes on and on and on. Yeah. This is high level stuff. Please focus. Yeah. So, and if you like, go and do your own research. I know what I'm talking about. So when you think about it, you have to realize that the same way the letters are also broken down, eventually we end up with alphabets. The same way we try to describe something, yeah, the best way we can with sound vibrations, it becomes words, yeah. And then we end up with things like cut, punch, and it actually feels like a punch, yeah. Moon feels very soft, and even soft feels soft. Hard as a word feels hard. Abrasive sounds abrasive. Rough sounds rough. And smooth sounds smooth. Do you see? So the human brain, that's how we actually developed communication, yeah? So the word sun, as in the sun, yeah, S-U-N, the letters didn't come before the sun. This is high level shit, so please focus. The word S-U-N did not come before the sun. The letters S-U-N came after we tried to describe the sun. Do you follow? The letters came after we tried to describe it. So the very presence of S and N, yeah, which are the same letters, yeah, or the same letters. Basically, if you look at it in terms of electromagnetism, yeah, S and N are two sides of the same coin. One is flipped the other way around, yeah? Just the same way that light moves in one plane, then electricity moves in one plane and the magnetic force moves in another plane. Is the same, yeah? So that means that we had an awareness of two aspects of the one thing, yeah? Because S and N actually look the same. One is, even if you want to look at it from a less rigid standpoint, S, when you tip it on the side, it can be an N. If you don't actually have the rigid kind of like structure in the middle. But even if you just flip it, an S could be an N. Yeah? And an N could also be an S. Are you following? This is high level shit. Please pay attention. Yeah? So the S and N are two sides of the same coin. Duality. Yeah? Okay, cool. Now, we would have tried prior in other iterations, other times we existed, yeah, previous iterations of life, yeah, you might have been something else, blah, 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 blah. Before this very point, we had an understanding that this thing was emanating two energies at the same time, magnetic and electric. We knew this, yeah. If you think I'm lying, go and talk to the Freemasons. They will tell you what I'm saying is absolutely true, factual. 33rd degree level shit, I'm telling you now. Yeah? If you don't believe me, go and ask them. So we had an awareness of that. Yeah? So in that same way, we tried to capture the hieroglyph of bed. We would have tried to capture the hieroglyph of the two waves traveling in two different directions. So we would have ended up with the S. It's only a wave because the letter itself is meaningless. How did we come up with bed? Go back to the hieroglyphic conversation. We tried to describe it. So we tried to describe the sun with a wave, a chalice, or an orb, or a portal, or a gateway, and then another wave. So two waves emanating from a chalice or a portal or another dimension, a gateway, yeah? A crown of thorns. Because the chalice can also be viewed in the opposite way and it would look like you're looking into the chalice. Do you follow? So from a hieroglyphic standpoint, we would have ended up with two waves. One squiggly wave this way, another squiggly wave this way with the magic in the middle, yeah? Over time, that symbol or those symbols we would have created would have broken down to become letters, i.e. S-U-N or S-O-N. I am not talking out of my ass, bro. This is actual fucking real high level metaphysics, bro. You won't find this in libraries, bro, because it's in my head. I'm telling you the real shit. Okay? So that's how the word itself came to be. Now, I'm going to stop this. I'm going to attach this onto the other video. And I'll go on to speak about the very meaning of the two letters S and N and its applications and how the letters itself reveal themselves to us, because hieroglyphs are an encoded language. Just like two parallel lines and one horizontal line communicate bed, eventually when it breaks down into letters, it's just the same original code of bed being broken down into different symbols. When you reconstitute the thing, you still end up with a bed. Yeah? Okay, this is high level shit, so please pay attention to it. But it's good stuff. All right? Peace.